Hi guys, Adam here. I'm with Steve and Hilly. We're outside Old Trafford around the corner at Platts. United have won 3-0. He's smiling, I'm smiling. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah, just leave it at that. Still a bit.
What do you make of it?
Best performance since Everton away. And I can't really put my finger on exactly why. We was a lot more clinical than we've been, which is good to see. Bothwick Jackson cutting all the way down the line, getting to the byline, throwing crosses in, something that we've said we wanted to see. We're seeing it. Don't know why Varela didn't make the side today. Damien played all right though, so no massive complaints. Was a little bit worried when we saw the team sheet. We saw Carrick and Fellaini in midfield. I thought this is going to be a problem. But I also think, I was just saying to Willie actually when we was over there, I think Stoke came to play us today, where no one's come to play us of late, have they? They've come for that 0-0. They've sat and set back 2 banks of 4 and gone, break us down. And Stoke didn't do that. They come for us today, and that left gaps, and we exploited those gaps, and we was clinical, which we've just not been.
Hilly, what do you make of it, sir?
The same as Steve, but I think with them coming to actually play against us, it allowed us to create that bit of movement up front. If you notice, when we move forward today, we move forward as a team. The flanks were running forward. Rooney and Marshall were crossing over, and I liked that. And then it created the space for us to create the goals. Much better, much better. And I don't have to go shopping next week.
Where next now? Because obviously we've got the 3 points today. We got through against Derby, but we've got Chelsea up next, which is going to be a difficult game. And then we've got quite a few away games this month as well. So with Spurs winning, Arsenal dropping points.
Well, we're now only 5 points off Arsenal, considering the season they've had and the way the press have been rubbing Arsene Wenger's shoulders for the whole season.
Didn't they win the league?
Yeah, they already won the league. Do you remember? I remember they won the league. So you've got to think that the overreaction to everything that involves Manchester United has just been shown again, because we're 5 points off. Yeah, we've been crap, and no one's denying that we've been crap, but we're 5 points off. And I don't know if we can go on a run. But if we can go on a run, then we're going to be right in the mix. And we have got a problem because Spurs are right up there. They're going to be tough to catch.
We count on them to fall out, but now they've gone above Arsenal.
I think they're level on points. They're above them on goal difference, I think. That might be wrong, but I think so. So you would have assumed, but they look strong. Arsenal might be the ones to fade, but I tip in them for maybe winning the league. Leicester, they've got a hell of a month. If they can come through that, then they're going to look strong. We're going to need 64, 65 points, which is a lot of wins from the remaining 14, I think, games. Can we do it? Yeah, we can do it. Will we do it? I don't know, is the answer.
What about you? What did you make, obviously, of the changes that Louis has made at the moment? What do you think has... Because in the performance, I don't think the formation hasn't changed. The pace of the game hasn't really changed, although we've had players moving off the ball.
I think Lingard said it in an interview last week that they were played with a bit more freedom, a bit more relaxation, where they can actually showcase the talent rather than the sideways football that we've been seeing recently. Today we showed a lot of heart. We were making tackles. Fellaini seemed to play better. Whether it was because we were playing a crapper team, I don't know. But if we continue to play with a bit of heart and a bit of passion, I'd be happy. Do you know what I mean? So, as long as we can continue that way.
Was it that the key today to get that performance?
I think so. I think the fact that the crowd were up for it today, that's the best crowd I've seen for a while, because we've been.
Weren't we helped by the team?
I think
From the first second, as soon as I got into my seat, I went, do you know what? The crowd's up for this today. There was a few spaces, and we know there's been spares all over the place for this, wasn't it, today? And I remember actually thinking to myself, those who've turned up today have actually turned up, because the crowd was on it from the first minute. So I don't think it was the team inspired the crowd. I think it was a bit of the crowd inspiring the team, in all honesty.
Man of the match?
For me, Anthony Marshall.
In one word, just how good is he?
Amazing.
That's 2, but you're allowed them. Steve, who's your man of the match?
I'm going to do it quicker than him, although I've now made it slower than him, but I'm going to say Marshall. He was an absolute constant threat. He could have had 3, he could have had 4. Do you know what? He was doing whatever he wanted with the ball, wasn't he? Every time he picked it up, he was just doing what he wanted. Going in, cutting in, taking shots. He could have had loads.